So children, in the first main, we solved or we did like if at all any given number is in the decimal form, how to write it in the standard form. In the second main, it is just the converse of it. Andra decimal, the standard form kottidare. You should express the given numbers in its decimal form. It is very simple. Whatever you were doing there, the reverse process you do here, you will get the answer. First question is 3.02 into 10 to the power minus 6. So as you kept the hint there, like if at all first you have the numbers followed by zeros, then it is a big number. If at all you have 0.0000 followed by any number, then it is the smallest number. If the number is smallest, then you get negative exponent. If you have the bigger number, you get positive exponent. You have understood. The same clue you should apply here as well. If at all in the given question you have negative exponent, then it is the smallest number, smallest value anta. If you have positive exponent, then it is the biggest number anta. So while writing in the decimal form, if at all you have negative exponent, then 0.000 followed by the given number should be there. If at all you have positive exponent, the number should be in the beginning followed by the zeros. This idea you should have. Blindly you should not do anything. Okay na? So first question is 3.02 into 10 power minus 6. You will have to write in the decimal form from the standard form. For that, what you do is, whatever the given number is, write it in the denominator as it is, like 3.02. In the previous case, what we used to do is send the negative exponent to the numerator and make it as positive exponent, isn't it? But here, what we do is negative exponent idiyalla, that if you send it to the denominator, it will become a positive exponent. So 3.02 as it is in the numerator, 10 power minus 6 when you take to the denominator, it becomes 10 to the power plus 6. Now children, here before we write 10 power 6, what we used to do? We used to count the number of digits. What? If at all this is confusing, we will do one more method. How means? This decimal place 3.02 irattalla, the decimal number, first we will make it as a whole number so that our work will be easy. So what I will do now is, I will make 3.02 as 302 I will make it. In order to make 3.02 as 302, I should shift the decimal point in the forward direction. How many decimal point am I shifting? 2 decimal point. So 302 into this 10 to the power minus 6 as it is. Since I am shifting 2 decimal point in the forward direction, I should add minus 2 to the power or exponent. So it is nothing but 302 into 10 to the power minus 8 we got. Minus 6 minus 2 is minus 8. Now what we will do is, we converted the given question as a whole number. Whole number andre again with exponent of course. So I can now write 3.02 into 10 power minus 6 as 302 into 10 power minus 8. Now our work will be easy to solve. Next what you do is, whatever the number is, write in the denominator, send the power or the exponent number along with the base to the denominator. So 10 power minus 8 if it is there in the numerator, when you send it to the denominator, it will become 10 to the power plus 8. So that is equal to 302 as it is you write children. Don't want, wait. Before that, now how we used to write 10 to the power 8 there? We used to count after decimal point how many digits are there, and that many number of digits was written as the exponent, isn't it? If we think in that logic, then how many digits are there in the numerator? You count 1, 2 and 3 digits are there. In the denominator, what is the exponent? 8 is there. So among this 8 decimal places, 3 decimal places are already occupied by the numerator. So if you subtract 8 from 3, what are you left with? 5, isn't it? So 0 point you will write and keep it ready. After that, 3 in among this power 8 alli minus 3 ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 5 what you get, the 3 decimal points ಯಾವುದು? 302 do. So 302 has to be written in the end. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ 8 digits ಇರಬೇಕು ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Already 3 we have ಅಂದ್ರೆ remaining how many? 5. What are those 5? It is nothing but 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. So 3.02 into 10 to the power minus 6 is nothing but 0.00000302 anta. That is how you should express in decimal form. Hope it is a bit confusing. Don't worry. First what we did is decimal point whole number ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ. 302 into how many decimal points, how many you shifted? So forward direction obviously there minus 6 minus 6 minus 2 became minus 8. 10 power minus 8 na denominator ke ಕಳಿಸಬೇಕು. After sending children, how we used to write this to the power 8 in the previous standard formal when you were writing, we used to count after decimal point how many digits are there and that many digits was written as the exponent, isn't it? So power 8 ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 8 0 point ಅಂತ ಬರೆದು ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 8 digits ಬರಬೇಕು. ಆ 8 digits ಅಲ್ಲಿ numerator ಅಲ್ಲಿ how many digits are there you count. 3 digits are there. 8 ಅಲ್ಲಿ already 3 ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ remaining how many digits should be there? 5 decimal places. ಆ 5 decimal places ಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟು zeros you put, that's all. That is how you should solve. When we solve more number you will understand, don't worry. Now next problem, you have 4.5 into 10 to the power 4, isn't it? 10 to the power plus 4 ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ಕೂಡಲೇ positive exponent ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is clearly bigger number. So 4.5 into 10 to the power 4 is nothing but 4 zeros if you put and multiply, you simply get 45,000. That is regular multiplication. So not at all a problem if you have positive exponent. Look now, 3 into 10 power minus 8, negative exponent ide andre, again it is a small number, isn't it? So as we did here, ಇಲ್ಲಿ decimal point ittu, so we converted. Here no such headache. Why only one digit 3 is there? So it was like 3 divided by 10 to the power 8. Next, this is equal to 0 point ಬರ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಾ, 8 you will write. Why? Sorry, 3. ಈ numerator we wrote no 302 in the end, like that 3 you will write. Now children, 8 decimal places or 8 digits were there after 0 point. That is the reason 8 ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. Among that 8, how many digits are there in the numerator? Only 1. 1 ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 8 minus 1 if you subtract, how many more should be there? 7 decimal places should be there, or 7 digits should be there. So 0.1 2 3 4 5 6 7 followed by 3 in the end. In one digit idra illu one digit you will write. Hope it is understanding to you. Similarly 1.001 into 10 to the power 9 ide. So positive exponent andre 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 zeros ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆಯೋ ಅಷ್ಟು zeros ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು simply do the regular multiplication, you will get the answer children. Even for this 5.8 into 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 zeros you do, what answer you get you write. Here also positive is that I have already done it actually, I worked it out children. What you get here is 1 0 0 1 1 2 3 4 5 you will get, cross check it once. 5.8 into ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 58 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 followed by 11 zeros you will get. Similarly 3.6149 to 10 power 6 andre it is simply 3.61492 into 1 2 3 4 5 6 zeros, simply multiply, you will get 3614920 anta you will get. So many zeros are there but you are writing only 1 0 ma'am anta anbardu. Do the actual multiplication children after decimal point. 1 2 3 4 5 digits ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 2 3 4 ಈ 5 digits 5 zeros ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. Do the actual multiplication and check. That's all is about the second main. Next third main ಅಲ್ಲಿ express the number appearing the following statements in the standard form. First main we saw, no children, it is very much similar to that. There decimal numbers were given and asked you to write in the standard form. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ statement form ಅಲ್ಲಿ it is given, we should express it in the standard form and clean the board and do. So third main children, first one 1 micron is given. So you might have studied in computers, no, micro, mega, all that. So mega means 10 to the power 6 megabyte anta odidiralla. 10 to the power plus 6 is mega, whereas 10 to the power minus 6 is micron. Shall we verify it now? The given question is 1 micron is 1 followed by so many zeros. Express it in standard form. Here children, in the beginning there are no any other number but only 1 is there. So what we will write as, it is 1 into antane agutte. 10 to the power, how many zeros are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10 to 1 into 10 to the power 6 anta you will write. If you send this to the numerator, it is simply 1 into 10 to the power minus 6 is 1 micron. Ashte, nothing else. What did I do? 1 hange barkobeku. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 23 ididre I would have written 23 into 10 to the power number of zeros anta. ಇಲ್ಲಿ nothing is there except 1. That is the reason 1 into 10 followed by how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros are there. So 1 into 10 to the power 6. When we send it to the numerator, it will become 10 to the power minus 6. Simple. Next children, charge of an electron. Here in your textbook they have given 1 divided by 0.0000. You write that. We know what is the charge of an electron. So you do it, you should get 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb children. Almost 19 or 20 zeros will be there. Write it carefully. Next, the size of bacteria is 0.1234560 zeros followed by 5 meter. Correct? So it is 0.000050. Yes, it is 50 meter. Andre, how do you express it, children? One, size of the bacteria is 0.00005 meter antade. To express it in standard form, children, either you can do any of the method which I taught, like write 5 in the numerator divided by 10, count number of digits after decimal point to the power so much, send it to the numerator, 5 into 10 to the power minus that way also you can do, or direct method, write the last number whatever is there, only 5 is there, I am writing only 5 into 10 to the power. Now I want to make the 0.00005 as only 5 means the decimal point which is here, I should bring it here after 5. To bring so, how many digits, decimal places I should shift under? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So into 10 to the power 7 meter I do. Since you are shifting in forward direction, it is minus 7. So 0.0005 meter is 5 into 10 power minus 7 meter. It's the standard form. That's all. Size of the plant cell is, again similarly you can do 0.00001275 meter. But here children, as usual, write all the numbers 1275 into 10 to the power anta. But always when you do such problems, no, make sure that you keep the decimal point not always at the end. If you have single digits, you can keep it at end. If not single digits, make sure you keep the decimal point after the first number always. Andre, ಈಗ 1275 4 digits are there. I want you to write it in terms of 1.275. So where should the decimal point come? Here after 1. For that, how many decimal places we need to shift? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 decimal places if I shift, it will become 1.25 into 10 to the power minus 5 because I am shifting the forward direction. So it is 1.275 into 10 to the power minus 5. Last question. Thickness of paper is 0.07 millimeter. So 7 into 10 to the power. To make 7, how many digits are you shifting in the forward direction? 2 digits. So minus 2 millimeter. That's all. It is very easy, children. Fourth question is a statement kind of problem. Let me read it for you. In a stack andre, if you are piling one upon the other the books, what it is called a stack. Okay. So in a stack there are 5 books, each of thickness 20 millimeter, and 5 paper sheets, each of thickness 0.016 millimeter. What is the total thickness of the stack? And one more thing I thought of telling you, children. After decimal point, whatever you read, you should not read it as whole numbers. Instead, you should read it as single digits only. For example, 0.07 antane helbeku. Innondu example if you illide nodi 1.275 anta you should read. You should not read it as 1.275. You have learnt all this in lower classes. Just I'm reminding you of it. 1.275 and big. After decimal point, you should not read the number as whole, but read them individually. So they are telling there are 5 books stacked one upon the other, and 5 sheets of paper which are stacked one upon the other. They have given the thickness of each book is 20 millimeter, and the thickness of each sheet of paper is 0.016 meter. So 5 books are there, followed by 5 sheets of paper. Thickness of each book is given as 20 millimeter. Thickness of each sheet of paper is given as 0.016 millimeter. So idishtunu ottike stack maddaga what is the total thickness we need to find out. Hope you have understood the question. So thickness of one book is given as 20 millimeter. Thickness of 5 books andre first the thickness of one book multiplied by 5, you get thickness of 10 books. So 20 into 5 is clearly 100 millimeter is the total thickness of what? The 5 books. Similarly, thickness of one paper is 0.016 millimeter. But they have kept 5 papers one above the other. So thickness of 5 papers is what? 0.016 into 5 when you do, you get 0.08 millimeter. So total thickness of the books plus total thickness of the sheets, when you add them together, what you get is total stack thickness. So total thickness of the stack is this 100 millimeter of the thickness of 5 books plus 0.08 millimeter, that is the thickness of 5 papers. When you add, it is simply, you know this type of addition, no children? When you add a whole number and a decimal number, decimal point ellidyo alle irbeku. You should not shift. Hinge 100 plus 0.08 andre it is clearly 100.08 millimeter. That is what I have written. You know you should not express 100.08 millimeter thickness anta heltira. No, you should express in form of exponents alva. So in that case, I want to make 100.08 as, shall I write it here? 100.08 what we have, children. I want to make it 1.008 ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ what should I do is I should shift decimal point in the backward direction. So 10008 into 10 to the decimal point from here to after 1 point. So 1.0008 into 10 to the power. How many decimal places did I shift? 2 decimal places. So into power 2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Plus 2 na minus 2 na. You are shifting in backward direction and right, you should take it as positive. So it is 10 to the power 2. So either you can write it as 100.08, or if expressed in terms of, if you keep it in standard form, it is 1.0008 into 10 to the power 2 millimeter is the total thickness of the stack. This way you should solve, children. Hope it is very easy chapter and you have understood as well. Any doubts you can ask with me. This completes the chapter Exponents and Powers. So up to this you have for your upcoming FA3. Practice well, complete your classwork. Any doubts, please do ask me. Though it is simple doubt, please do ask me. Okay na? Don't have any fear or shyness, children. Feel free to ask the doubts anytime. Thank you.